Hey, is it going? Looks like it. Casey Neistat here. How you doing? This is a really good camera. Okay, I say that, and then it doesn't focus on my pimple. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Currently, I'm not doing much of anything. I, maybe smoked when I shouldn't have. Uh-oh. I really gotta delete this video. If anyone sees this, it'll be embarrassing. I also took 2 Addies. But I've been taking 2 Addies every day. They're 20 milligram IR, so you kind of need to take 2 if you're trying to be stimulated all day. But I don't know. It's a little concerning because obviously I'm not prescribed them. I just bought them, obviously. But it's not that obvious because the thing is, I actually have been diagnosed with. Dude, the stabilizer's pretty good on this. I have been diagnosed with clinical depression, social anxiety, and strong possibility of ADHD. But that was just my first diagnosis last week or something, so. The thing is, my major is neuroscience. I understand pharmacology very well. Trust me, I've been self-medicating with some really bad drugs for a while, namely marijuana. Which is why it's probably bad that I just smoke some. But I haven't smoked very much recently. I've been trying to cut back, which I'm terrible at, by the way. Cutting back for me means like not smoking all day, every day. That's what it means. It means like maybe smoking at the end of the day, or if you don't have weed, trying to smoke with somebody if they have. Like, I'm so weak and I have no self-control that I've got homework to do, and I was planning on coming home because I need to return this camera. Whoops, that's funny, but that's the main reason I came home, was because I realized today you're gone. Sorry, dude. You're really cool, and I think that's why I'm having fun with this right here at the end. That's a really cool shot because the thing is, I can see my face in the reflection of the lens, you know? And I think with this level of zoomed in, the maximum essentially, it looks identical. So what you're seeing right now is what I'm seeing. It's essentially probably a much more colorful, I can even tell, but your reflection obviously isn't perfectly colorful because it's in a black lens. It's like a darker thing. So instead of a mirror, which is essentially what this looks like. So imagine I'm standing behind a mirror that's like a 1.5 feet away or something. This is what it looks like to me. This is what I see. So like, say I get closer to the mirror because I need to look at my pimple in a little more detail, because you know why I'm doing that. You get it. It's not gonna focus. It's actually not. What the fuck? Do I have to do everything myself? Everything myself. How do I focus, actually? Am I twisting it the wrong way, or is it just fucking broken? Okay, let me see. Why am I out of focus? I turned the wrong thing on. Manual focus. Alright, here we go. I know how to focus, bitch. I don't need anything to do that for me. Fuck you. Watch it be out of focus this whole time. That's pretty gross. Look at my... I don't brush enough teeth. I even got a chip on it. And it's the kind of thing that, again, you'd have to be standing probably twice the distance of the mirror, obviously, so 2 feet away from me to actually notice that kind of thing. But, I mean, if you're looking at this on your average monitor, which is average distance away, you're pretty much seeing exactly what I see. And think about it this way, I don't see my face often. So what I'm, you know, because I'm always fucking behind it. I'm right here, and my face is right here, so I'm always behind my face. I never get to see it unless I'm looking at it in a reflection. And right now I am, 2 reflections. So more than the mirror analogy, you're just experiencing almost exactly what I'm experiencing, which is neat. That's kind of what I like about videos, is because I'm the kind of person who, if I'm listening to music, it's very easy for me to just start thinking about something else and realize, fuck music. I want to just watch a video about fractals or something. But the point is that, actually, what was the point? See, smoking makes me lose control of my train of thought. Especially if what I'm thinking about has to do with losing control of your train of thought. I think I was saying, oh yeah, videos are much better at narrating consciousness, so to speak. Like right there, that little break in memory, which I hate when I have, but I do sometimes. Because it's not like forgetting what you were going to say when somebody else interrupts you, it's like forgetting what you're going to say because you interrupt yourself. And nobody understands what that's like, because nobody interrupts themselves. I've got like 17 different people talking at once. You can probably tell. They're all the same person, but they're all different personalities. Person isn't even a fucking... It's semantic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. You want to see something actually good looking? Because, like, fuck me, dude. Please, somebody. Please. Let's see if I can actually focus. I probably want to... I don't know how to do that. Is that focused or not? It's really hard to tell. I'm trying to focus on the trees, obviously. Oh, that's good. So this is my view. This is literally what I get every single time I go outside. Isn't that quite nice? And this is like the cheapest apartments available here. Dude, imagine if I dropped this thing. That would be so bad. This thing's so expensive and it's not even mine. It's my school's. But yeah. I like where I live. You can't have this backdrop if you're living in, like, on campus or something. You can't have this kind of view, this shot, so to speak. So to speak. Who's speaking? What the fuck am I saying? It's just cool because I really like nature. Listen to that. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, I bet these... And you really get that all the time. If I ever need a noisemaker, I used to turn on white noise all the time. Now I just open my window. Oh, plus I've got this thing. You see that? Now my friend's is a big ass telescope, and it can look at both like shit in the distance. Like I always look at that tree for some reason because it's noticeable. And you also can't angle it, obviously, because it's so fucking fat. You can't angle it to see shit that's, like, around there or anything. You have to look at, like, that or these. And these are almost too close for it. The real thing you want to look at with a telescope is, obviously, stars and shit. Really, it's planets, dude. Stars are boring. Stars all look the same. The moon is actually what you want. If you can look at the moon pretty well with even binoculars, which is why I bought some, but I didn't buy very good ones. They don't have much of a magnification, so you can hardly see it in that much detail, so it's just not cool. The cool thing about this telescope is that I've got like 6 different lenses for it, so I have the ability to magnify many times, many powers. So I'm able to like see one shot of the moon where I can see the entire moon in one lens, and then I can add a Barlow that'll double that, and then I'm looking at a quarter probably of the moon and you can move it from like one half to the other half, up half. It's very neat. But the cool things is that's Barlow. That's just like a magnification power thing. Nice angle there. You can also do just different millimeter size, I think. Like, I don't know if it's length of the lens or something, but the like wider view where you see the whole moon would be like a 25 millimeter for me. And then I've got like a 16, and a 6 is my smallest. And if you go to 6 millimeters, I feel like you lose some detail, but it's not like you're zooming in like on a camera. Like when you zoom in on a camera, obviously not this kind of camera, it preserves all the detail, but the thing is, it is taking in a different amount of light, I feel like. Maybe not. Maybe I'm high. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. My point is that when you zoom in with a 6mm lens versus a 25mm lens, I feel like the 25mm lens just by default will gather more of the light that's available, and the 6mm just it's gathering like the same amount of light, but per area it's going to be smaller because you can't, like, you're not about to increase the amount of light or focus it all in one place. If I'm wrong and that's exactly what it does, then this is really embarrassing. But I've got no clue. My point, or rather, like, the reason I feel that way is that when I zoom in really heavily on some craters, it does feel like I'm losing detail. It looks like I'm looking at just like a zoomed in on a camera with like the image. If the image is 1080p and you zoom in twice, you're going to get what, 540p, and so you can see the loss of detail. That's why it's kind of a meme at this point to do just gratuitous amounts of zooming in. That's electronic zooming in, so you can see the compression, you can see everything get less detailed, because that's kind of funny if you get what's going on. But it's also very good at directing one's focus. You know, you zoom in and then suddenly nobody's looking at any other part of the screen. The cool thing about video is, right now, you're looking at my face probably. I doubt you're looking back there. I doubt you're looking at the corner up here. You're probably looking at my face, because that's how people work. You're probably looking at my eyes specifically. I'm directing your attention then. I could direct it here if I keep pointing to it and referencing it. You're probably looking at the background. And if everybody who's watching this actually connected a... Oh god, that's a good idea. Google, get on this. Start giving people... You know that YouTube video that PewDiePie got in trouble for?